Hi, my name's Tim Fraley. I'm head golf professional at Awbrey Glenn Golf Club in beautiful Bend, Oregon. And today I'm going to show you a little bit about some good tips to get your golfing swing off on the right track this spring and early summer. The first tip that I really want to focus on is grip, the second is alignment, and the third is setup. And the easy way to remember those is grip, alignment, and setup. Gas, just like you're gassing up your car, you got to gas up your golf swing. And let's start with grip. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure your grips are not worn out so bad that it's a struggle to even hang on to your clubs. If you need new grips, go get new grips from your local golf shop or PGA Professional. One thing what you do with your golf grip is you want to make sure that you grip it correctly. And what I'm going to show you is actually just a good way to grip your golf club. And it starts with my left hand. I'm a right-handed golfer, so I use my left hand, which is my glove hand, and I'm going to put it on the club just like this, and I'm going to grip it in my fingers. And so as I do this, I'm trying to feel the grip in my fingers, not in the palm. And many golfers get stuck in this bad habit, and they let the club kind of fall into the palm of their hand, and they grip it, and unfortunately they learn to play golf that way. And we don't want to do that. We want to relax your fingers, let that club fall down in those fingers, and then just put your left thumb about 1 o'clock on the grip. Okay, once you do that, you can pick the club up out in front of you and then just hinge your wrists so that you create a nice angle from your left arm with the shaft, and you can see it creates a 90-degree angle. Once that's done, you want to look at the leading edge of the club, and as I hold it right here, you can see that leading edge is nice and vertical. Okay, and then that way you know that you're holding the club properly and that your alignment is going to follow in suit. Once that's done, you can bring your other hand in, and that's the fun part, where if your left hand's done correctly, the right hand is really easy. The lifeline, which is right on the palm of your right hand, right if you kind of crease your palm together, it fits right along the side of your left thumb. And your thumb here, your right thumb, is gonna fit just nice and softly on the 11 o'clock position of the grip. And once you have that, your grip is now a team. Okay, so once you have that spot, I'm gonna hold it like this. You create some V's that you can write on your glove, or you can take a pen. If you're a new golfer, this is a hard thing to learn, but this is the most important thing to learn. But the V's created between your forefinger and your thumb should be parallel to each other and pointed somewhere between your right shoulder and your chin, somewhere in there. Okay, so these are kind of the steps, the process of gripping the club. Okay, now that we've mastered the grip, it's time to start our alignment and setup. And I'm going to show you a few basic rules or habits that you should practice to do this correctly every time you address and set up to a golf ball. And I have an 8-iron in my hand and my driver, and they're two different clubs that are obviously two different lengths, and I'm going to show you why it shouldn't be too difficult for you. Many golfers get this kind of mixed up, and they struggle with it and make golf harder than it needs to be. So follow me as I kind of walk over here, and I'm going to first take my 8-iron and I'm going to address the ball on the ground, and I'm going to explain what I do first. So before I even take my stance or my grip, I have to define my target. So first I'm going to look out where I want to hit my next shot, and I'm going to look out at the yellow flag, and that's my target. And so now that I've done that, I'm going to do what we just did in the first segment, get my grip in place, make sure my club is in the right position, and then I'm going to walk up and approach. I'm going to approach my target, and I'm going to lay the club right behind the ball, and I'm going to aim the club face, which is this right here. That's going to be aimed perpendicular at the target. Once you do this, then you set your body up, and this is the alignment portion, hence the A. And once you have that alignment set up, you're checking your ball position, you're making sure your grip is comfortable, you're kind of feeling out the shot a little bit, moving your feet so you're not frozen and getting tense. And once you're in that position, it's just making a swing. Once that's done, I'm going to show you how to do the same thing with a driver. So the club's quite a bit longer. I'm going to pick my target. You always got to start with a target. I'm going to pick the yellow flag again. I'm going to aim the club face at the target, making sure the tee and the ball position is high enough, because the club faces and drivers are quite big these days and they're very forgiving, so tee the ball high enough. So aim that club face to your target, then set your body, this is that alignment again, making sure you're nice and athletic with your legs. Once you're there, make sure you're relaxed and ready to go. And then make that swing. And if you do that when you practice, you'll not only get more consistent, but you'll make this game less stressful. Okay, now that we've mastered the grip and we know how to align properly, the G and the A, now it's time to talk about setup. And that's how we stand to the club and to the golf ball. So follow me. And this is really important. I like to think of this as just being athletic, much like a basketball player is shooting a free throw. We're going to kind of take our stance where our feet are about shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly, get your rear end out just a little bit, and kind of flex your knees a little bit so that your weight is in the middle of your feet, not on your toes or not on your heels to where your balance is compromised, but right in the middle. So if somebody were to push you backwards, you are stable, or vice versa, you want to stay nice and stable. So once that's done, you need to pay attention to your ball position, and you can see right here with my iron, 7-iron, the ball position is right in the middle of my stance. In other words, it just bisects my body right in half. And that's basically the bottom of my swing. So this is the S, which is setup in your golf swing, completing grip, alignment, setup. Now that you've mastered the grip, alignment, and setup, it's time to go practice. One thing I like about these is they're all pre-swing tools. They don't require really a lot of work muscle memory wise to get good at this. It's just habit, it's just practice. And if you do this, you'll find your game become more consistent and more enjoyable. Also, if you do not take instruction, I highly recommend, if you are an avid golfer, to look into 1 lesson or 2 lessons with your local PGA professional. And I relate this much like putting oil in your engine of your car. At some point, if you don't put oil in it, it's going to blow up. You need to keep that machine lubricated, and if you do that, it'll go a long way. Thank you for this segment. My name is Tim Fraley, PGA head professional from Awbrey Glenn Golf Club. I'll get out there and go golfing.